traveled up the Jersey Turnpike. PHC against the Jersey Colonials. Me and my partner in crime, Eddie Williams, in the press box above Men in Ice Arena here. And we should have a good matchup. PHC in their blues, Colonials in their whites. Bucks just hit the ice for warm-ups. 2 officials are on the ice. We should be set to go here shortly. All righty, we got Coltman Williams in the blue and red pads. He'll be tending the crease in this first one. Again, this is a doubleheader on Sunday. We want to wish our younger brothers and sisters with the Holiday Hurricane 2018 team and the Hershey Hal tournament. They're in the championship against Long Island Royals today, so we wish them a lot of luck, and hopefully they bring home some hardware to Hollydale. We'll have 2 against the Colonials, 2 AY matchups today. Keys to the game, as always, puck movement. We got to play with a little bit more hunger. It's one thing to say we want it, but we gotta really dig deep and show that we want it and stick to that puck movement. The shape that we love in hockey is a triangle. So we're hoping that they spread this ice, set up in release lanes, creating a revolving triangle. We don't want it too acute. Sometimes we like it to go obtuse and then work that puck back to the guy at the best shooting angle. Again, PHC in their blue, screen right. Colonials, screen left in their white. We got about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in warm-ups, and then we'll get underway. Refs are over at the bench talking to the coaches as they do. It's customary before each game. They go over and introduce themselves, give some instructions for fair play, clean play. And that's what we're looking to do today. A lot of clean hockey matched with a lot of puck movement. Again, trying to set up shop in that triangle and get to work. And hopefully we get the engines rolling nice and early in this first cap. Find the back of the net. As I know the boys will then take a deep breath up front, settle in, and play their best hockey. We got 30 seconds left in warm-ups. Pucks are coming into the respective nets. Players will collect. They will meet at their nets, fire each other up before heading to their respective benches for some last-minute instructions from their coaches. All righty, the teams are gathered at their benches. They're getting that final Pre-game instruction. And we'll be looking to get the puck dropped and underway here probably in the next 120 seconds. All right, Coltman Williams in the blue crease. He's working that crease to his liking right now. Coach Nick Sauer sends out Max Roach's line to start the day for us. That's number 15, Max Roach taking the center. Number 86, Johnny Gerbevec. And number 21, Lucas Sauer on his flanks. And today we're short a man. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Billy Maurer, number 27, who's watching at home. Hopefully he's resting up, healing up, as he got bit by a little bit of a bug that's been going around. But we have Joshua Fazio and Big Mike Winton on the blue line. The puck's dropped and we're underway. Colonials step through off the face-off game, the PHC zone. That's Max Roach. The back pressure keeps the puck outside. Colonials collect. Slide across the top of the house. Went in there with a stick. That gets outside the dots. Colonials looking to the point, but it's read by Gerbevec. Gerbevec chips off the board. He has a lane. He's got Roach with him. He gets wide. He beats one. He's got Roach with him. He slides it back across. Off the pad. Coming late, Lucas Sauer. I thought he buried it, but the referee is saying no goal. As the goaltender was able to get that catch glove on it and keep it out of the back of the net. Good early pressure. Puck thrown in front of the net. Good crashing of the net. Scoring opportunity. Both teams will opt for a line change here. 28 seconds in. Nick Sauer sends out Declan Spittle's line, which is Brady Carr coming off the half wall. Spittle wins that one back to the point to Dannenhauer. Tries to get it through traffic, but Colonials pick it off and don't push it through. They try to flip the ice. They get it up. Dannenhauer there to knock the player off the puck. He'll use his own net. On the other flank, we got Logan Putriero. Collects along the half wall. He gets into the neutral zone. He's hooked from behind. Spittle in there in support, trying to push it forward. That's played into the neutral zone by the Colonials. When Nunez collects, he gives it to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer throws it back to the far wall where L-Dog will collect. He's looking to flip his ice. He's going to send it all the way across to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer has a lane. He gets tripped. Spittle picks it up. He's got Carr with him. Sends it across. Oh, good stick in the lane. Carr fires a backhand in on net. He now collects behind the net, trying to find L-Dog in front, but that's sticked aside by the Colonial defender. L-Dog plays it down the Carr in the corner. Carr trying to play it to Spittle, who'll use the net. Finds Spittle in the slot. Spittle on the backhand, unable to get it through. Carr trying to keep it at the blue line. Plays it in on the backhand. Had some time. Should have went to the forehand there. But the Colonials collect, fire that 200 feet. Probably about $1.65. And that'll come 200 feet as that's icing for a offensive zone face-off to the left of the Colonial goaltender. And now we opt for a line change again. And we have Max Inutsiuk's line out there. Centering Ryan Bryant in front of the net. We got Henry Vince coming off the half wall. And at the points, we got Joshua Fazio and Michael Winton. That's one back to Fazio. Fazio opts to play it back down in the corner. Inutsiuk pushes it over to Bryant. Bryant's playing behind the net. He gives it to Inutsiuk. Inutsiuk throws it to the point to Fazio. Fazio, top of the circle, fires. It's through traffic. Unable to find it and bury it, but PHC on it in the corner. Throwing up the wall. Winton steps. Fazio steps over in support to collect it on the far wall, or near wall for me and Eddie. Will loses an edge as he tries to reverse up. Colonials get it and throw it in front. Inutsiuk leaving his feet to play that puck to the corner, keeping it away from Colton Williams. Henry Vince collects on the half wall. He looks to center, hits the rear end of a Colonial and bounces back into play. That's fired in. First shot of the day as it's kicked aside by Colton. Played it to where he wanted it. Winton, or Dannenhauer. Now it's Winton. Plays it in the middle. But we're running around a bit in our defensive zone. Need to collect. Fazio with the hit and pin. Inutsiuk picks up. Throws it up the wall. There's no winger there. That gets out and kept in at the point. Colonials play it back down the half wall. Winton steps to it. Nuccio collects behind the own net. He's going to use his net. He's going to fire it up the wall to Vince. Vince collects on his backhand. He's looking to chip it. Gets out into the neutral zone. Ryan plays it back to the near wall. Ryan Bryan in on the forecheck. That puck's played ahead. That's going to be another ice as it's fired across blue line, blue line, goal line. This one will come back down for a face-off to the right of the Colonials goaltender. And we got Max Roach taking this draw. Johnny Gerberbeck coming off the half wall. We'll have Lucas Sauer trying to create that havoc in front of the net with Ethan Nunez and Brock Dannenhauer at the point. Roach set. That one's one off a skate to Sauer, and it's played back to the half wall where it ping-pongs around. Roach gets off the wall. He's inside the dots. Goes to his backhand. Plays it to Sauer. Sauer tries to chip it inside of the net. That one gets into the corner. Thrown back in front. And the goaltender chirping Roach. Roach putting good pressure on. Covers that one up and opts to reset for a face-off to his left. Roach takes a look, makes sure the personnel's set. Colonials win this one into the corner where it's thrown up that wall where Sauer keeps. Puck's bouncing around, gets out into the neutral zone where Nunez collects. He's going to come back weak side, finds Gerberbeck, who was calling for it. Gerberbeck gains his own. Roach in support, picks it up. He gets off the wall with it. He slides it in front. Oh, doesn't even get through to Sauer. Doesn't need to, as the goaltender, who was just running his mouth at Max Roach, tries to play it and plays it into his own net. Max Roach with credit for that goal. Number 15. Hopefully that one gets the engine started. That's a way to respond for Roachy. As the goaltender didn't like him crashing his net, and he got in there, finds the back of the net before the end of the shift. Now we're back on the play here. Colonials chipping it forward. Ethan Nunez collects inside our blue line. He's trying to play it to Dannenhauer. Unable to get it through. Dannenhauer reverses, comes behind our own net. He's looking to find some white ice, and he does. He's going to push it ahead into the neutral zone. Colonials collect. They play it across. Carr's got a step. He's outside the dot. He's looking for Spittle in front. Opts to take it behind the net. Plays it off of Spittle skates. Now he chips it back behind for Spittle to collect. Now we got a 2-on-1 battle coming away with it. Spittle comes out. He's looking for L-Dog in front. He's going to go to the point. Colonials jump that lane and get the puck. L-Dog puts the pressure on and forces them to throw it across the ice where Dannenhauer will collect in his own zone. He's going to take it around his own net. Chip it up the boards to L-Dog. L-Dog looks to chip past. He gets space. He chips it ahead to Carr. Carr has a step in the neutral zone. It's coming in. They have numbers if they hurry. Carr takes it outside. He slides it back in. Rebounds kicked aside where Spittle's going to collect in the near corner. Spittle trying to hold up as they're trying to get a line change here. Trying to buy some time. That one's thrown up. Witten steps in, holds it, throws down into the corner where Spittle's going to be in on it. L-Dog's going to collect in the far corner. Try to reverse it behind, but a good stick by the Colonials. Ryan Bryant there to recover and play at the L-Dog. L-Dog's trying to work from behind the net. Plays it to the point, but a Colonial coming off the bench. Tried to pick Fazio's pocket, but unable to do so. Fazio able to collect and keep it in momentarily, however. That one's played in the neutral zone where coming off the bench is Max I. Max I gets in, loses an edge, tries to fire it, and that one goes off the shin pad into the far corner. Ryan Bryant collects and puts it to the front of the net. Puck bounces around. Colonials collect, and they look to move it up ice. They get into the neutral zone. They get past Josh, but they keep him contained outside the dots. That one finds the side of the net. Colton was there, saw it the whole way. Minuchuk with it. He throws it across to Bryant. Bryant tries to make a move, but is met at the blue line. Witten following the play up, able to keep that one and gain the zone. And now he's going to play it in behind the Colonial goaltender, where Bryant will collect in the far corner. He turns and throws it off a skate, and Fazio collects. Fazio trying to play it in front. That's sticked out by the Colonials. Witten collects and plays it back down the wall. Bryant winning the puck behind the net, trying to play it to Vince. A little miscommunication as they boxed up there, and now they step off. That one gets out into the neutral zone, played back in for an automatic offsides. Opting for a full shift change here. So coming out on the ice for PHC now is Max Roach. Johnny Gerberbeck, Lucas Sauer up front, and Brock Dannenhauer and Ethan Nunez holding the back end down. 8:24 left in the first period. PHC hanging on to a 1-0 goal. The last time this line was on, they had some good pressure, ended their shift with finding the back of the net. Roach tries to chip that one to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck was in a pin situation, trying to hold up, and that one gets through by the Colonials, but the relentless back pressure by Roach causes a loose puck. And now they're going to call Roach for a hooking. Referee said he got under the hands there, hooked in. Player lost an edge, and he's down along the boards. So the players will go to a knee as the Colonials coach comes over to check on the welfare of the player that's on the ice. PHC will come out of this man down, and we'll have to kill this one off. Face-off will be to the left of Colton Williams once this player's welfare is checked on. Player is back to his feet, and the coach will assist him off the ice, and the Colonials will come back, man up, as Max Roach will go to the box for a minute 30 for hooking. When play resumes, it'll be face off to the left of Colton Williams. He gets out to the top of his crease. Johnny Gerberbeck taking this draw. Blowing horns. On the referee, we want to post this penalty on the scoreboard. They get it on the board, and puck is dropped. It's one into the corner. Colonials collect, leave it behind Williams. Trying to play it in front. They play it off the side of the net where Dannenhauer collects. Puck is bouncing around on the far wall. Sauer collects, throws it back. He was looking far side. Gets out into the neutral zone where Gerberbeck will. Oh, and Sauer jumps the lane, reading that one on a shorthanded situation. He'll put the forward pressure on. Gerberbeck plays above it, keeps it to Sauer in the corner. Sauer trying to buy time. Gerberbeck laid out away from the puck. One would call interference possibly, but they let that one go. Dannenhauer, in the meantime, picks it off in the neutral zone. He steps in, he dangles, he goes Bardowski. That's 0-0, going 100 feet. Pass was telegraphed. Brock read it, stepped through the zone, picked it up, 100 feet. That was a dangle, a snipe, little bit of a celly. PHC 2-0, 7:29 left in the first. Now we got Declan Spittle and Logan Putriero out to kill the rest of this one. Spittle ties up. Putriero tries to jump the lane, but that's kicked forward where Winton will collect, and he's going to use his own net. He's going to reverse back to L-Dog. Good first pass. L-Dog collects on the sidewall. He finds Spittle in the seam. That's a little bit out in front. Missed it by a few inches. That gets 200 feet. And that is whistled dead for an icing. As at this level in USA hockey, you can still ice the puck even though you're shorthanded. They penalize the defensive team for icing the puck, and that's what happened to PHC here. Spittle will take the draw to the left of Williams. Eyes on that puck. It's one back to the point. Thrown across for Fazio. Sticks it away. Rebound opportunity there. Colton makes a big save. Trying to find the puck. Able to get the second save. Defense not able to get pucks out. Third opportunity gets past Williams. But he made not one, but two saves there. The third putback as we were unable to clean pucks. Power play goal for the Colonials to make it a 2-1 game. And now we have Max Nuciuk centering Brady Carr and Henry Vince. Nuciuk ties up the center. Carr jumps the lane, trying to push the puck through. where Vince will collect on the far wall and throw it into the zone. Colonials collect in the neutral zone, and they look to go the other way. Met with a lot of traffic. Nunez will collect behind his own net, try to get it to his forehand. Plays to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer toe drags, reverses up. He's got Carr on the wall. Carr tips it to Nuciuk, who was ahead of him, and that gets back in on Williams. And that one's played from Vince to Nuciuk in the center. Nuciuk gets wide, plays across to Vince. Vince trying to get creative there as he won it on his forehand. It came on his backhand. Tried to play it in to the corner, and now it gets back out to the point where Dannenhauer keeps it at the blue line. He plays it ahead to Ryan Bryant, who just came off the bench. He steps through traffic. He plays it to Nuciuk, and Nuciuk on the doorstep goes to his knees, and that one's sticked away by the Colonials. He stays on his feet there and has a quick release. He has a better opportunity to get that in the net, but he has been dropping to his knees a lot lately. That's something the coaches will want to talk to him about and try to correct. Dannenhauer again picks off the neutral zone. He gains the line. He's saying good goal. Looks like a replay of his last one, but it's not, ladies and gentlemen. That was a read through the neutral zone, white ice, a dangle, a snipe, little bit of a celly. 5:35 left in the first. Here it's 3-1. PHC. Max Roach's line out now. Roach wins that one to Gerberbeck. Gerberbeck collects. He's going to try to gain the blue line, dump it deep into the corner, and now they go try to put the pressure on and set up shop. Gerberbeck wins the puck in the near corner, reverses back up looking for Roach. Oh, hits the side of the net. Roach collects. He's going to use the net. He's going to loop out inside the dots, turn, fire, butterfly save made, and sticked away all the way back down the ice. Winton in a foot race. That one's going to get there, and that'll be blown dead for an icing. So we'll come 200 feet the other way for a face-off to the right of the Colonial goaltender. Roach to take this draw. He's got Winton on the point out there with Fazio in the shooting lane. Roach collects on his backhand. Opts to try to play it through the net. Unable to get it through traffic, but Gerberbeck comes away with the puck. He's bumped off it, and the Colonials collect and try to move it forward. Roach collects and plays it above. Gerberbeck is tripped. Roach collects off the wall, gets in, backhand, Gerberbeck rebound. 2 stops there by the Colonial goaltender. Little extra. But now PHC will go on their first man-up opportunity as the Colonials are whistled for a tripping. 4:43 left in the first. PHC hanging on to a 3-1 lead. They'll have their first opportunity to go on the Dunlops dude up power play. Got Declan Spittle taking the draw. You got Logan Pucciarero with a right-hand shot coming off the half wall. Brady Carr in front. That's played back to Brock Dannenhauer at the point. He plays it back to the half wall where Nunez will play it down deep into the corner. It's thrown across the middle. Dannenhauer and Carr both trying to go on it. Dannenhauer gets a stick. Puck's bouncing around. Spittle collects. He's inside the dots. He fires. Doesn't get through traffic. Plays the Carr. Carr looking. Chips it down to the corner where L-Dog will collect. He's going to throw it to the point. Nunez throws it down to Spittle. Spittle looks back to the opposite point. Dannenhauer fires. Carr tips. Gets over to the far post. Pucciarero trying to tuck it in. Goaltender pushes right to left in that T-push. They work in that every week. From top of the crease back to his near post. Able to get a toe on it and cover it up. Keeps that one out of the back of the net. Colonials changing their personnel up a little bit. Spittle set to take this draw. He's got Dannenhauer at his point with Nunez on the far point. He wins that one back to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer tries to throw a clap bomb. Doesn't get through as he didn't get good wood on it. Colonials collect, get it into the neutral zone, gain the red line, play it deep. Dannenhauer will collect. He's going to skate it out into the neutral zone. Hits Spittle. Spittle trying to split the D. Pucciarero finds the puck. He elevates it. And that one goes Bardowski. Power play goal. 4-1. Good pressure. Good puck movement at the end there. Good backfilling of the lanes. And L-Dog keeps his goal streak alive. He steps through that zone, finds the puck, elevates it, pushes the lead to 4-1. Now Max Nuciuk wins that draw back to Fazio. Fazio's going to collect, throws it up the near, far boards of Bryant. Bryant gains the red line, plays it deep in the corner where Nuciuk and Vince are racing to the puck 2-on-1. That puck's quickly chipped, recovered and chipped up to the half boards, kept in by Winton. Winton collects again. This one puts a little bit more heat on it and gets it around to the far corner as he rung that one around the boards where Bryant collects. He takes a step off the half wall. He's looking for Winton on the far point. Puts on his backhand. Winton collects. Throws it through. Oh, good tip. Good, even better recovery. Goaltender able to keep that one out even though it changed directions on him. So face off to the left, right of the Colonials. Defender, Nuciuk wins that back to Winton. Winton tries to get it through traffic, doesn't get through. Fazio on the half wall trying to keep it active. Nuciuk comes in for support, doesn't come away with it, and the Colonials able to push it out into the neutral zone. Fazio trying to get it across, but awarely knows that there's a player trying to jump his lane, so he tries to come up the near wall, loses it. Colonials step in, they get to the dot. Good kick save by Colton Williams, and now this one's played on the half wall, out in the neutral zone, but we need to be heavier on our first touch of the puck there. Fazio kicks it back out of the neutral zone. Bryant gains the red line. He dumps it deep. Henry Vincent on the forecheck. Will gain the puck. Steps in front. Backhands in on the. Swallowed up by the Colonials goaltender. Roach approaching with relentless pressure. So we have another face-off to the left. My left. Colonials right. Sorry. Right of the Colonials goaltender. Max Roach in to take it with Ethan Nunez as a point and Brock Dannenhauer in the shooting lane. It's one back to Nunez. Nunez tries to find Dannenhauer, but the wingers jumped out, but they keep it in to Roachy. Roachy misses the net by about an inch or two, and that one gets into the far corner and then played out by the Colonials. Sauer collects on the boards. It's shipped forward. Dannenhauer collects, reverses back, buys some time, plays it deep. They waved that one off as it could have been played by the Colonials defender, even though it was thrown from the wrong side of the red line. So no icing. Puck in the neutral zone. Roach being hooked by not one, not two, but three players, able to try to push the puck forward. And now Dannenhauer collects. He splits the D, or the forwards. He's in past one, in past two. That's a knee to knee. I have a referee walking up from the other rink. He raises his hand, but his partners on the ice don't see what he saw. But I thought it was a knee on knee. Should have been called. It's not. Puck is being played deep in the Colonial zone. I digress there for the missed call. But PHC still relentlessly for pressure. Sauer collects, plays it back into the corner. Roach in on it. Sauer pushes the far side where Gerbevek's going to come away with it. He's going to reverse back down the wall. Plays it back behind the net, but Sauer, his partner, was exiting the zone for a line change. Roach able to pick it off on the hash marks. He's playing 1-on-2. L-Dog comes away with it. He joined in support. He souses it out in front, paddled away momentarily. Gerbevek gets it, shoots it wide. L-Dog steps out in front, plays it back to where he came from with a high backhand, but that's shoulder to side. Roach in on it. He plays the Spittle. Spittle, quick release. Save made by the goaltender. Squeezes this one. It keeps it out of the back of the net with 25.9 clicks. We'll have an offensive zone face-off to the left of the Colonials goaltender. Good pressure. Good puck control. Good hard work on that last shift by the Roach line. Spittle takes a draw. He wins it to Pucciero. Pucciero steps through the lane. He's looking. Comes around the net. He's trying to find his point. Plays it to the far point. Fazio with Carr in front. It's thrown in. Goaltender sticks to the side. Carr's going to collect. He's trying to play it to the point. He plays it to L-Dog. L-Dog's going to try to step off the half wall. He's met with two white jerseys who collect the puck. They'll eat it along the wall, chip it in the neutral zone as the horn sounds. PHC holding on to a 4-1 lead. after the first period. We got to be heavier on the first touches. All righty. We're back for the second of 6 scheduled periods today. Holding on to a 4-1 lead as we enter the second frame. We got Matt Sanuccio, Ryan Bryant, and Henry Vince out up front with Ethan Nunez and Brock Dannenhauer on the back end. Colton Williams takes the crease at the far end of the ice, and the second period's underway. Dannenhauer plays it off the wall in the neutral zone. Sanuccio tries to step forward, unable to gain it, and that's offsides. As it's played back in, Sanuccio unable to get back onto the side of the rule line, but actually after the away from the play, a little bit too rough, maybe some frustration. The referees have whistled number 28 of the Colonials to go feel some shame in the penalty box for a minute 30. So now we have rather than a neutral zone face-off, we're going to have an offensive zone face-off to the left of the Colonials goaltender. Nuccio set to take it, not watching the puck. That one bounces, and the Colonials are able to collect and play it into the neutral zone. Nunez is back to collect that in front of Williams. He's going to take it behind Williams, try to stop and reverse the other way. He hits Henry Vince. Henry Vince plays it forward to Nuccio. Nuccio has it. He's going to skate with it. He's going to play it over to Ryan Bryant. Ryan Bryant gets into the blue line, plays it out to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer shoots wide. Vince keeps it in. Colonials collect. They chip it back into the neutral zone. Nunez plays it across to his partner, Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer takes a look, gains the blue line, winds and fires wide. Henry Vince in on the corner. He plays it to Anuccio. Anuccio looking for Bryant in front. Able to get it there. No shooting lane. He plays it back to the point. Dannenhauer collects. Nunez and Dannenhauer playing give and go at the point. Dannenhauer throws that to the net, but it's kicked aside by a defender. Ryan Bryant collects on the half wall. He plays it to Anuccio. Anuccio, one-timer, hits a skate. Doesn't get through, but a great look off the half wall by Ryan Bryant. Dannenhauer over the red line, reverses up as his players jumped off sides. Puck did not enter the zone. An inadvertent whistle by the referee who wanted to call it off sides. But I thought the puck stayed in the neutral zone. And now he's going to call the penalty on Ryan Bryant. For what? I don't know. I have to ask my partner. Did you see? Some extracurricular activity. We'll have to go back and review that game tape. But they whistle Ryan Bryant for shame. So the faceoff comes down to the left of Colt Williams, and we're 4-on-4 for 18 seconds. Roach steps out, makes sure his goaltender's set, makes sure his personnel's set. Puck is dropped. Roach wins it to the corner. Witten's going to collect and come back up the same wall. Should have went far side. That's thrown to the point. Colonials play it across. Gerberbeck on the coverage of the far point and forces him to throw that down in the corner. That one slapped in front and kicked aside by Williams. Roach collects. Roach tries to get wide. He beats one. He beats two. And now he's got that just parted like the Red Sea. He's down the middle, makes a move, buries it. And that's a dangle snipe celly right there. But as he got off the half wall, I think number 29 should be credited and awarded a golden pin for that first assist of the season there. So I score that one, although unofficial. I'm usually on top of it. 29 to 15. 15 takes it 200 feet, like I said, and he beat one, and then the defenders split like the Red Sea, and he took that lane. You give that much room to Max Roach, he's going to make you pay for it. And he did. Extends the lead to 5-1. So it was 18 seconds left on the actual penalty, and only 7 run off of ours. So they're doing some math down there to try to figure out. I'm not sure how the penalty clock ran differently. Unless it was a 4-on-4 goal. But at that point, if it was a 4-on-4 goal and the penalty didn't expire, then Colonial should not be a man up. However, they are. They get it situated. They drop the penalty down. The remaining time left on Bryant, and this puck is deep in the Colonial zone. Roach collects now, takes it back into the neutral zone. He's going to come near wall. Beats one, beats two. Trying to get back inside the dot. Sticked away as he made his approach. Colonials collect. They play it forward. Where Winton collects now in the neutral zone. He finds Gerberbeck on the near wall. Gerberbeck is going to dump it in and out for the shift change. Roach heading to the bench. They're looking to get 2 forwards out. You got Spittle and Sauer coming off the bench. So with these man-down opportunities, it shuffles up the line matchings a little bit. So right now we have Lucas Sauer with Spittle. Sauer plays it in the neutral zone. Spittle lifts his stick, stays on it, but the Colonials had numbers and able to collect the puck. Throw it out in the neutral zone. Where Dannenhauer collects. He tries to step off the wall. Colonials have numbers if they hurry. Nunez steps. Spittle, good stick, good back check. Nunez, good partner work. He chips it forward to Sauer. Sauer putting the pressure on Putriero. Now that we're back to even strength, tries to collect, but that one's stripped and thrown back in. Dannenhauer takes it behind Winton. Dannenhauer chips it forward. He keeps it himself. He gets past the red line. He gets over the blue line. He steps in. He chips it over to Putriero. Putriero fires, kicked away by the Colonial goaltender, who stayed square on that one. Spittle gets to the blue line, reverses down the wall to Putriero. Putriero stepping through. He had Carr in the slot, unable to get through. Goaltender taking a shot at Carr, with Carr on the back pressure. It's pushed forward into the zone where Max Nuccio collects. He tries to hit L-Dog, but it's too far out in front of him, and it's thrown back in. Down the wall where Brock's going to collect. He's looking to get his toes up ice. He does, and he's going to go. He gets across the blue line, across the red line, across the blue line. He's got numbers with him. He's stepping through. Fires it in on that stick aside by the Colonial goaltender. And I agree with my partner, Eddie Williams. This goaltender, who I was told, I'm not on social media, but I was told he was chirping a little bit to the PHC, some of the PHC players for the game, and he's thinking that he can lay lumber on every forward that gets to him. But I agree with my partner, that's not allowed. So hopefully the referees will spot it and call it, or it could lose control. Colonials throw that one, and they inexplicably wave off an icing, as I'm not sure where a PHC player deflected it or could have played it. But that was thrown 4 lines, so absolutely meets the definition of icing. But PHC collects. They move back into the neutral zone. Brock now steps in. He beats one. He beats two. Fires it off the goaltender's shoulder. It's out in front. Anuccio, Sticked away. Good rebound opportunity. Gets up over the net. Now they're going to call Nucciuk for a body check, where I think he actually just lost his edge, but ends up going through the Colonial defender and into the wall. So Matt Nucciuk whistled for a body check. He'll come to the sin bin, where he will feel shame for a minute and 30 seconds, collect some wind, and look to get back at it. So PHC, another man down here, where we have Max Roach taking the draw. He wins at the Sauer. Sauer tries to throw it far side, but he throws it to Colonials point, where it's thrown back in. But Fazio, with his stick, keeps it away from Williams. Excuse me, sorry about that. Roach collects, and now he's looking to go. He gets past one. They have numbers. He gets inside. He slides across the Sauer. Sauer fires it wide, but collects behind the net. Looking to play it back out in front of Roach. Roach flips it towards the net, and that's blockered away. As he wasn't set, he tried to flip it on his forehand, and at least got it on, but it was blockered away by the goaltender. And now the Colonials will exit the zone. Great stick by Michael Winton. Sauer collects and plays it back in, down behind the Colonials goaltender. PHC playing 4-on-5 here. Winton tries to keep it to point, loses an edge at the blue line, but Roach using the speed to get across. Roach is hacked, nothing called. In an empty arena here, that one echoed through the building. So if your eyes aren't working, your other sense of hearing should have worked. But that, again, should have been whistled for a slash. But lucky me, I am just a broadcaster. I am not wearing the stripes today. And those that know, I was volunteer roughing a game early in the season for the PHC team. And I was taken out by Max Roach, who laid me out. So I've hung up the whistle for good. As the play continues, it was ping-ponged around a bit. Good save by the Colonial goaltender. But the puck's now back in the neutral zone. Dannenhauer is going to collect in off the dump. He's going to slow things down and use his net. Oh, and then he throws the brakes on, reverses to Puncheriero. Puncheriero looking to move it ahead. He's got Spittle in the center lane. Spittle gets past one, gets to the blue line, tries to dump it deep. Colonials pick it off and throw it forward. Puncheriero gains it. He gets it to Spittle. Spittle has it. He fires it across wide where Carr will collect in the corner. Carr plays it to the point. A little too hot. Nunez tries to play it back in. Colonials step through with that. Carr with the back check, lifting the stick, allows Nunez to gain the puck behind Williams, who will reverse. He'll pass it to Carr. Carr collects on his backhand. He throws it to Spittle. Spittle looking. He hits Puncheriero far side. It's out in front of him. Puncheriero is going to recover in the corner. Use the body to separate. Gets around the corner where Carr is going to collect. Carr plays it off the half wall. Rolls off his toe and unable to connect with Spittle, and that puck gets back out in the neutral zone. And that goes back in. Offsides. Whistle dead. PHC kills the penalty off and are back to man. 5 men, even strength. Face off on the near boards outside of the Colonial zone. Nucciuk wins that one back to Fazio. That gets to Fazio's feet, as he probably wanted to take a look before stepping into that face-off dot to make sure his defenders were set. I think Fazio was still trying to get set, and that one gets past him. Winton's going to collect in front of the Colonials bench. He chips it forward where Nucciuk will get it. He'll try to create some time and space. He gets through. That play's kicked into the corner where the Colonials will collect, use their own net, and look to come the other way. Cut off by Ryan Bryant. Now it's thrown out. Gets into the neutral zone. Winton plays that one back in. Whistle dead for automatic offsides. Far referee is going to deem this one intentional and push it all the way back down. So the face-off will now, rather than be in the neutral zone for offsides, will come 200 feet. Again, I think I know some of these referees are new to the game, as there's been a referee shortage, but that is not an intentional play. He was trying to keep the puck at the blue line, and it was unfortunate that it got out and played back in. Referee doing a little dance as he comes on the board. I'm guessing he liked the song that was on. Roach finds a seam, gets away with it. He's in all alone. Backhander kick save. Witten in, playing deep, keeps it in. Gerbervec collects. He looks to move the backhand across the house to Sauer. Sauer's in on it. He's going to pin it against the wall. He's trying to get back to his forehand. Roach smartly steps in, finds it. That one bounces out in front. Gerbervec collects. Puts it in with the backhand. Quick release. Hey, goaltender looking at his glove, chirping his own defenseman now. And not sure what happened there, but what happened was he lost sight of the puck. It was played back out into the PSA, and the quick release, quick elevation by Johnny Gerbervec, beats him glove side, pushes this one to 6-1. Witten collects. He puts it up to Gerbervec. Gerbervec gains the zone, puts it deep. Roach in on it, calls off Gerbervec. He's looking to go for a wraparound. He gets out wide, gets into the zone, finds it again. He's going to use the net, fire one in, kicked aside by the goaltender. Now it's behind him. Roach collects. He's going to come back, reverses. He's got Sauer in front, tries to find him, hits a stick, and unable to get through. Colonials collect. They're going to get to the blue line where Fazio is going to step through with his hip, stick in the lane, and keeps it in momentarily. But that one's thrown deep now where Winton will collect, play it off the wall. Doesn't get out of the zone. It's kept in by the Colonial charging defenseman who flips one in. Colton Williams sees it bouncing in all the way, gets down, stops it, covers it, allowing a switch of his personnel out in front of him. And again, we talked about it last week. As a goaltender, you have a couple strategies. One of them is to slow it down and to reset so that we don't get caught running around. Williams alertly does that. Spittle wins this draw to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer collects, uses the net. He gets his eyes and toes up ice. He's looking to go. They have numbers. It's 4-on-2. Dannenhauer throws it across the Spittle. Goaltender sliding, able to keep that one out of the back of the net. Colton comes out. He's going to opt to play it out to Nunez. Nunez is going to use the net. He's going to reverse, throw it to the wall. Or Carr will collect off the half wall. He finds Pucciarero far side. Now Pucciarero has a lane. He's coming in. They're on 3-on-2 if they hurry. Pucciarero beats one, fires it back. Goaltender swallows that one up. Spittle collects the rebound. He's looking. He has his eyes up. Throws it at the net. That's gloved aside. But they get into that triangle, get it to the point. Nunez trying to play it back down the wall, and he does on the second effort, where L-Dog collects, tries to get off the half wall with it, pushes it through. Carr follows it up, kicks it back to the L-Dog. L-Dog plays it into a shin pad. And that one gets out into the neutral zone where Dannenhauer will collect. He's going to go 85 feet west to east and then get his toes up there. But the Colonials meet him with some resistance, strip the puck and play it back where Spittle's going to collect in his own corner. He's going to ring it around the boards where L-Dog collects on the near wall. He's going to take a step off the wall. He pushes ahead to Dannenhauer. Dannenhauer playing on the near wall. They remove the puck, and here we come, one-on-one. That one finds iron as it went off of Colton's glove, and Colton got just enough of a piece to change the direction of that, and that catches iron and stays out of the back of the net. Bouncing around, Carr and Spittle on it. They lose the battle, and Williams keep it in the zone. Keep it into the PSA. Weakly played forward where Dannenhauer is going to collect. He's going to get his toes up ice. We were trying to skate it out of the zone where I think if we move the puck far side, we may have better success. This one gets back in. So the spraying of the goaltender, I think the Colonials are being talked to by the referee. He says, hey, if I see that again, I'm going to call it. Williams alertly keeps that one out of the back of the net. And he'll take a face-off to his right. Luciuk wins that one to Fazio. Fazio throws it up the wall. It's kept in momentarily by the Colonials, but good forward pressure by Minuccio able to push that one through, gain the zone. He fires at the net, gloved and held on to by the Colonial goaltender. So we'll have an offensive draw down the other end now. That one's played in the corner. Minuccio trying to play it to the front. Plays off the back of the net where Ryan Bryant collects. Plays it across to Vince. Vince tries to get it through. Hits a white jersey, but now Vince playing behind the net. It's stick to side to Minuccio. Minuccio's going to go back to Vince. Vince going to walk it in front. He plays it. Oh, sticked away. Colonials collect. They're going to exit the zone. Fazio is going to contain along the wall. Minuccio back with the back pressure. Plays it to the far wall. Vince will play it in. Where Minuccio will apply some pressure. But that's bounced off the near wall. Fazio challenging and keeping at the blue line. Minuccio kicks that one forward. Still in the zone. And that one finally gets back out in the neutral zone where Winton's going to collect. He finds Bryant. Bryant's got his pocket picked from behind as he did not see the guy coming off the near wall. Colonials play that into the PHC zone where Roach is going to collect. He takes 3-4 crossovers, and now he finds a lane. He's up ice. It's on sides. He gets inside the dot. Far pad. Best pass in hockey. We saw it a lot in the second game last weekend, and that is a far pad. As the goaltender, I think, as I was expecting him to go upstairs with a Bardowski. Roach changes his strategy through far pad along the ice. Goaltender kicks it back out into the slot, and there it is. Johnny Gerbevec retrieving the best pass in hockey and putting it back. 55 clicks left in the second period, 7-1 lead PHC. Dannenhauer collects it, throws it off the wall where Roach will collect. They have numbers if they hurry. Colonial steps into his lane. Chips the puck back out in the neutral zone where PHC will collect. That one's thrown in on Williams. Williams is going to collect it. Tried to play it after the referee was issuing instructions to play it. He did play it, but then the referee decided to blow the whistle. So 30.3 clicks left on the clock in the second frame. Face off to the right of Colton Williams. Max Roach wins that one, ties it up in his skates, and Sauer jumps through the lane. He bumped and jumped, and he got it to Johnny Gerbevec. Johnny Gerbevec gets wide. Good stick by the Colonial defender to play it back out in the neutral zone. Nunez collects. He gets his eyes up. He tries to hit Gerbevec on the far wall, who chips it to Roach. Roach gets tripped. They don't want to call this one. So this one we might be experiencing a little bit of a roughing of the game score rather than what's actually happening in the game. Dannenhauer throws that one in. It's kicked aside. Period comes to an end. Ha! That's why I wasn't talking. All righty, we're back for the third and final frame. Declan Spittle's line out with Big Mike Winton and Josh Fazio on the back end. Spittle chips this one forward. They're in after it. That's sticked aside at the blue line by the Colonials. It gets back out for an automatic offsides. I'm a little surprised that our official didn't whistle that one for an automatic. Spittle wins this one back to Fazio. Fazio throws it down the wall deep into the Colonials corner where Spittle's in on it. That puck's rung around. Playing above it is Logan Pucciarero. He collects on the boards. Tries to chip it into the corner. He's met with resistance. Spittle wins it back to the point. Mike Winton throws it in towards the net. Back to Spittle. Spittle gets not one but two opportunities. Goaltender freezes, and we'll have an offensive zone draw to the left of the Colonial goaltender. Spittle gets us the car. Carr throws it across to Pucciarero. Pucciarero tries to bury the backhand. Goaltender gets his right leg extended. Makes a kick save. Good effort. Good face-off. Good scoring opportunity. Now we got Pucciarero with the right-handed shot coming off the forehand. So if we can do this, coming this way. Spittle opted to win this one back to Fazio. That one skipped a little bit and gets out into the neutral zone. Good, hard, close win. Fazio throws it back down into the corner, and now we're going to get after it. Spittle in on the forecheck, throws it to the boards. Carr loses it in the corner. Spittle plays above it and recovers. Carr tying up. He's hooked, and then he gets the extracurricular activity. He gets whistled dead for a rough. Hold and stick. He's got a stick in his belly. There's only so much you do as you try to break loose. But again, referees refereeing the score of this game and not what USA Hockey deems as the rules. So we are man down as number 89 goes to the box. Feel shame. Max Anutyuk wins that draw. He's got Ryan Bryan up front with him with Ethan Nunez and Brock Dannenhauer to kill this one off. Dannenhauer collects it, chips it off the boards to Bryant. Bryant does not gain the red line, throws that one, and that is icing. Couple more strides. The coaches are going to talk to him as he had the ability to get to that red line. Even though we're man down, as I said earlier in the broadcast, you still have to gain that red line. Otherwise, you're whistled dead for an icing. And that's done to try to spur more offense in the game. Anutyuk wins this one to the corner. Dannenhauer will collect. Take it behind Williams. Stop. Come back the other way. He throws up the wall to Bryant. Bryant's going to collect. He's going to skate it. Find Anutyuk. Anutyuk gets across the red line. Gets his pocket picked. And now we're coming the other way. Colonials have numbers if they hurry. Couple passes. Chipped away by PHC and played forward. They're going to wave this one off, deeming the Colonials had an opportunity to play that puck. And now we have two players on the puck on a shorthanded opportunity. It's played deep as Nunez was able to collect, stay calm, and recover the puck and get it back down deep so we weren't caught in an odd man rush there. That one's played in, swallowed up by the Colonial goaltender. .13:01 left in the third and final frame of game one of the day. 29 clicks left on the man down situation. Roach wins this one back to Winton. Winton tries to get it off a stick. Winger there, jump in the lane quickly. Roach collects, fires it in, and we'll do it again as the goaltender freezes that one. Roach on the draw. Puck bounces. Collected by Vince. Vince gets it to Fazio. Fazio fires it in. Rebound opportunity there. Roach collects. He's going to go backhand off the post, side of the net. He's now going to collect in the corner. He's bodied, but there's no body check called. Colonials are going to just ring it to the other side. Roach there to cut it off. They play it back in the neutral zone, where Witten's hauled down, and they call that one. Have to call that one, as it's too obvious. So PHC successfully kills off the man down opportunity or situation, and now will enter a man up opportunity. Face off coming back down to the right of the Colonials goaltender. Power play. The Dunlop's dude up, as I like to call it. Roach takes this draw. He wins the Witten. Witten fires, finds the back of the net. I mean, that is textbook, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you draw it up. Quick release. Even smaller detail. You had a right-handed winger coming off the half board in Johnny Gerbevec who reached for the puck, but he saw that that was moving to his defenseman, allowed him to have the shot. And what a release by Michael Witten. Finds the back of the net. What is the actual score? Is it 8 or is it higher? I was trusting the scoreboard. I forgot to keep a check sheet in front of me. But I think the score is 8-1. The scoreboard attendants here have not put that one up. It's reading 7-1. Unless it's even higher, and I've lost count, and we're thinking we're in mite hockey, trying to keep the score low. But I'm of the belief that the goal should be posted on the scoreboard. Fazio, as I digressed and got into my secondary conversations, Fazio was called for a penalty, so we're man down here. Carr fighting 1-on-3 along the boards. Ties it up. A delay a game called, so we'll move this face off to the neutral zone. We got Declan Spittle and Brady Carr up front. Witten and Nunez killing it off. Nunez going to get it. Play it up the wall. Carr gets it off the wall to Spittle. And now Spittle's going to try to gain the zone. Good stick by the Colonial defender. Plays it back in the neutral zone where Nunez collects. Opts to use some extra real estate and take it behind his own net. He's going to reverse. He's going to try to come back around. That's read by the Colonials. And they meet him with resistance and they play it to the front of the net. But Witten collects and alertly plays the puck out. Now Carr gets it. Carr's trying to settle it. It's rolling. They're in the neutral zone. It's still rolling. 2-on-2. It's still rolling. Loses it, but Spittle stepped through. Oh, that puck just won't want to settle. And it's bouncing on the face-offs today, too. So I think a little temperature difference. Puck is a little warm, not really sticking to the ice. Pucciarello collects this one. He plays it to Spittle. Spittle gains the zone. Gets in, drop pass to Pucciarello. Pucciarello fires it. Hey, good save. Punch to the face. Now we're just going to talk to him and say, hey, you should probably think about stop doing that. But that's the 7th or 8th time the referees have issued a verbal talking to. I think the proper call is punitive damage at this point. If you blow the whistle and call the punch, maybe they will stop punching. Whistle dead, brought to the neutral zone for a face-off. Downhauer's going to collect off the face-off. He's going to gain the zone. He gets in. He beats him. 1-2. Buries it. 9-1. If I could make it, I would throw the hat, but I am at the top of the arena here at the Menning Ice Arena and would have to carry the full front row, and I don't think I have the arm to do it anymore. But I believe that is his hat trick. On the ensuing face-off, the Colonials win it, get in, and Colton Williams, 1-0. He says, nope, not in my house, not today. Snatches that leather, hangs on to it, keeps it out of the back of the net. In hockey, one of the easiest times to score on the opposing team is usually right after you get a goal scored upon, as the other team gets a little joyous and temporarily loses focus. So Colton Williams, on that ensuing draw after the Dannenhauer goal, was able to stand tall as he was 1-0, and that was a spectacular save. Now we're going to go to a 5-on-3 situation, as they've called Dannenhauer, for a hook. So we got 89 and 00 in the sin bin, feeling shame together. We got one too many guys. So we got Max Roach to take this draw with Winton and Nunez on the back end to kill this one off. Roach puts it into the corner, collects it himself. He's going to reverse. He's going to buy some time. He makes a move, and now he's going to skate it out of the zone. And he's got 2 to go. He gets back to the center and he's trying to part the Red Sea like he did earlier. Oh, he just walked around him, puts it, save made. I thought it was going to bounce over top and roll in, but it lands on the top of the net, stays out of the net. That's a 5-on-3 rush for Max Roach. So he's shown up today. He wants it. Probably fired up a little bit, as I think he got some pregame jeers online from an opposing player. Usually there's a little extra motivation. Roach tries to play this one forward, and that's chipped out in the neutral zone where Winton will collect. Winton throws it down into the zone, letting some key seconds tick off this 5-on-3. I'm getting asked from folks not on site as to why we have players in the box. Oh, great goal by Max Roach. And he chooses not even the holster. He just looked, you know what I mean? Puts it in the back of the net. I think that might be a hattie for him, too. Am I right on that one? Is that 3 for him? I only brought 1 hat today. I got another one in the car. Might have a winner cap, too. So maybe in the second game I decide to bring a couple more in, as we might have a hat trick carnival today. But again, we kill the first one off. Carr's back on the ice now. He gains the zone. He chips it ahead. Gets out wide. He's looking to play it back in front. Trying to find Gerbevec. Unable to get it through. Gets out in the neutral zone. Who do we have playing D? Carr plays it in. 10 seconds left on Dannenhauer's penalty. So I think we got Fazio and Carr playing D here, with Gerbevec and Bryan up front. Carr's going to collect. He's met with resistance behind the net. Fazio there to stick it aside. Bryant now collects. Dannenhauer's out of the box. We're back to even up. Gerbevec gets down the boards. He's looking for someone, anyone. No one with him. As Fazio keeps it in. Bryant collects in the near corner. He tries to play it to the front. That's what meant by a shin pad of the Colonial defender, and the Colonials will collect. skate out of the zone where Fazio will intercept, and he's looking to step back in. Didn't have the passing lane, alertly played it deep, but it's played back out. Witten collects, and we'll look to move it up ice. Spittle yelling Mike. Mike gets his eyes up. He finds him. Spittle trying to get it across to Sauer, unable to do so. Sauer keeps that one in the zone momentarily. Oh, they're all on sides. Dannenhauer stays in. He's inside the dots. He fires, and wow, goaltender was going down. Puck was going up. Brock Dannenhauer lights the lamp for number Quattro on the day, I believe. Extend this lead to an 11-1. Declan Spittle out with Logan Putriero and Lucas Sauer, Michael Witten, and Ethan Nunez. That's one back to Witten. Witten collects the Putriero. Putriero leaves it for Spittle. Spittle drops it to Putriero. Putriero gets inside. Oh, good stick by the Colonial back checker. Able to thwart that threat. But PHC staying all over it, staying aggressive. L-Dog gets off the half wall. He's inside the dots. He fires it. Bouncing around in front. Loose. Collected by the Colonials, but Bulldog Spittle all over it. Able to pin it into the corner. Sauer gets after it. He's chopped. That gets up the half wall to the point where it's kept in by Nunez, allowing L-Dog to gain control. He gets it. He slides across. Oh, looking for Sauer on the back pipe. Unable to connect. Good puck movement. Nunez collects. He puts it across to Witten. Witten plays it ahead to Spittle. Colonials collect, and they're going to move the other way with it now. PHC had numbers, and that one's played in behind Williams. Witten's going to collect. Trying to hit it far side. Colonials read it, stepped into the zone, but they're met by Ethan Nunez, who contains, pushes it back outside. And now that puck gets through to L-Dog. L-Dog's going to opt to skate it. He's got numbers if he hurries. It's 3-on-2 when they hit the zone. Colonials step up at the blue line, stick it away where Spittle now collects. He makes a move. He's trying to get inside the dots. It's stick back out to the wall. Spittle collects, reverses back down in the corner, plays it in front. Good thought. Nunez collects, puts it back down. The Spittle. Spittle collects. Puck is bouncing around loose in the PSA. Colonial was able to chip it forward, but kept in again by Nunez. Spittle to Putriero. Putriero up to the point to Nunez. Nunez kicks it deep. Colonials collect, and they play it in the neutral zone. Good contained by Ethan Nunez. Good step, allowing his partner to then retrieve the puck and go. And here goes Doc Brannenhauer. He's going to go 200 feet. He's beaten 2. He beats 3. He beats 4. He's got 1 to beat. Goes backhand. That's number 5. Cinco Octobo. And he holsters it. So on the first 4, a little bit of a dangle snipe Selly. This one, feeling good about his day. He gets back to his blue line post and holsters it. This one's played in to the zone by Carr. Carr's going to collect in the far corner. Looks to put it back in front. Stick to side by the Colonials, and they're going to come the other way. They're going to choose to skate through the neutral zone, flip the ice. Nunez there in good contain. That one's fired in wide of Colton Williams, where Dannenhauer will collect on the boards. He gets past 1, he gets past 2. He's out in the neutral zone. He's got a Nuccio and Vince with him. He's looking. Gets to the dots, slides it to Vince. Vince rips it. Oh, off the top of the padding of the goaltender. And now the Colonials will come the other way. Carr picks that one off, steps up, removes the player of the puck where his partner Nunez is able to collect now and look to move the other way. It's past to Vince on the wall. Vince kicks it to Anucciuk. Anucciuk looking. He's got Carr with him. He's going to play it ahead. Plays it too far out in front of him. Carr's going to collect off the half wall. Tries to push it to the net, but it's met with a stick. And the horn sounds. 12-1. 51-11 in shots, although I don't know if we fully agree with their shot total. With 12-1 after the first cap, we'll be back in a few hours for game number 2 on the day. Thank you for joining us.